Man, I feel even better than I did earlier. And I felt like crud all day at work. Why? Why do I feel better? I wish I would just still feel bad. Maybe it was all the mail that I got. And when I did that video just a scant few hours ago, I was like, man, I didn't show the stuff my good buddy Chris Nace bought when he visited me and Garth last week. So I'm going to show what he got me. I don't think this is all of it. He got me some more, but he gave me Clint Eastwood Tightrope. I've seen it, but all I remember is the guy's hand getting severed by a train. And he gave me this plastic #1. He gave me #2 also. He gave me a Murder Falcon. And he gave me Rob Schrab's Scud, the Disposable Assassin. It's really thick. He said it's really good, so I trust you, Chris. And he gave me some VHS. He gave me Blue Thunder. Whoa. Blue Thunder. This is a great movie. Good old Roy Scheider. Give me Romper Stomper. Never seen Romper Stomper. Pretty brutal movie. And he gave me Extreme Justice. I've seen this. I've never seen this movie, but I've seen this cover and I've always wanted it. Like, I've never even told anyone else. No one cares about Extreme Justice. And Chris gave it to me. So I'm gonna wait till Halloween is over, unfortunately, but I'll review. Oh, it's a Vidmark. And I got something from TZ today. Check out how he decorates his envelopes. So he sent me the Ventures. Dear Solar Serpent. Both of these Ventures LPs rock, but in space, 13 through 24 is the winner here. Happy Halloween. Thanks. Thanks, TZ. I'll put that, put it on right, like, tonight. Then, oh, here's that other plastic. I went to the library and I got Epic Collection Wolverine to the Bone. I've never read any of these. Art is by Adam Kubert. Stories written by Larry Hama. I'm expecting great things from this. So I'm gonna review. Man, after watching The Marshes, you know, it's really bad. It's really bad because, you know, all that time and effort they put into making the movie, the actors working. I'm sure, you know, they wanted to make a good movie, but it boils down to just the writing was just bad and there's nothing to it. And I didn't pick this after. I wanted to read some old Daredevil issues, and I picked issue 205, Night of the Gael, from 1984. I had grabbed these like Saturday night, and Sunday morning I went to Garth's and I read them, and then I watched The Marshes. And later I was thinking, man, this one Daredevil story was way creepier and more horrific and just an all-around better story than The Marshes. Written by Denny O'Neil with William Johnson as penciler. So the Gael, he's a hitman for the Irish Republican Army back in the, I guess, late 70s and early 80s, and they sent him to America, but he's just kind of gone rogue, and he just likes to kill. Like, you know, the target is an excuse just for him to kill. And this girl, Gloria, let's see, O'Brien, Gloria. They call her Gloria O'Brien. This gal, her father was part of the IRA, but they thought he was a traitor, so he sent her to America, like to be safe, and they've sent the Gael after her. And these two guys grab her, and Daredevil comes to the rescue. But it turns out actually they were trying to help her, like they were trying to warn her that the Gael is looking for her. And the Gael, man, let's see, like he tortures this guy to find out where she is, or to find out where like those guys that were helping her were. Oh no. He tortures this guy to find out where she is, and then he tells the guy, like, he removes his gag because when he kills him, he wants him to scream and beg, I guess, or just, you know, to hear his death rattle. And you know, Daredevil, he can hear your heartbeat, your breathing, whatever. And of course, like when you're killing people, or like you would think, like, you know, you get kind of emotional and your heart rate goes up, your breathing gets rapid. But when the Gael kills, it actually calms him down. And I was like, what a sicko, what a sick, perverted piece of crap. And just that alone, and Danny O'Neill is a good writer. Like, he knows, I guess, how Irish people talk, because when they talk, I can hear like their Irish accent. So Daredevil is trying to protect Glory, but he's actually, well, the Gael tracks her down. Daredevil gets there in a nick of time, but the Gael, yeah, he's like taking his time. He tells her, and I just gone 16 when I killed my first, a British corporal he was, a fuzzy-cheeked boy no older than myself. He says, over the years I've come to realize that the patriotism wasn't important to me, the killing was. But I can see I'm boring you, I'll remedy that, I will. These next few seconds you won't be bored, and that I'll promise on my mother's grave. So he's just like relishes, and like he likes to use his hands and choke to death. And then Daredevil busts in, and he grabs her by the throat, and he's like, he knows Daredevil's fast, but he's like, do you think you can like stop me before like I snap her neck? So what he does is he makes Daredevil handcuff himself with his hands behind his back, and he throws like a little statuette, like a heavy statuette, and it hits Daredevil in the back of the head. But you know, Daredevil's got his superpowers. He was able to just time it perfectly, where he went forward and threw himself, and it just kind of grazed him. And the Gael is no match for Daredevil. Daredevil just, even with literally his hands tied behind his back, Daredevil just kicks the crap out of him. And even Glory's like, looks like he might have busted something in him. Better see to get him doctoring. And that was just one issue. There's some other cool stuff like that pertains to another storyline that's going on. That's really good too. But yeah, just the Gael is just he's truly villainous. Even though he doesn't have any superpowers, he's not even really he's not a good fighter. He's not a fighter. He's a killer. And he doesn't even really have a costume. But in issue, I think like 215, he comes back, and he actually, damn it, I had the collection. I think I lent it to my friend. Oh, and that is actually one of the first issues of Daredevil I ever read. And like, he's in prison, and he's like puts himself in the ironing press and just like burns himself so bad. just so he can escape and like come back for glory. And in there, he's all burned, mutilated. He's got more of a costume, and he's just hideous, man. Finally, like, his outside matches his inside. But yeah, he's only the Gael. Only 2 issues, but I always remember him. I know. I'm sure he must die in that other one because he's never come back. But man, neither the Gael. Like, he's pretty scary, sadistic mother effer. And yeah, they could make, man, like the Daredevil Netflix series or wherever it is. Like, they did the Gael, and or some other old Daredevil storylines. So I'll give the Daredevil 205, Night of the Gale, 4 out of 5 Manos Hands of Fate. I'll reread it again, man. I was gonna read it again to review, but I'll just read it again. But yeah, I wanted to review something really good. So I mean, I'm sure you can get it if you really want to read it. mycomicshop.com. Maybe it's a couple of bucks if you're a Daredevil fan, but I just really wanted to talk about it. So yeah, the Gael.